Good day, everyone. This is your ITE 131 or your Web Systems and Technologies. Today, we are going to tackle about what is the area of web systems and technologies. But first, we need to clarify what is web system. Web system or web-based information system is an information system that uses internet web technologies to deliver information and services to user or other information systems or applications. It is a system software whose main purpose is to publish and maintain data by using hypertext-based principles. In other words, all of the information you have seen on the internet is based on a web application program. So, now you have an idea of what is a web system. Okay? So, this kind of system will lead us to web application. Now, we are going to discuss what is a web application. It is a web-based application is any program that is accessed over a network connection using HTTP or what we call hypertext transfer protocol, diba? Rather than existing within a device memory. About ani that web-based application doesn't need to be configured or installed in your desktop or laptop. Okay? Web-based application often run inside a browser daw sad. Take note, also run inside a web browser, which means, example ani, ay mahatag later on niya sa video, okay? However, web-based application can also be client-based, where a small part of the program is downloaded to a user's desktop, but processing is done over the internet on an external server. The best example for this client-based application is the point of sale or the POS. I guess everyone has an idea of what POS is, diba? Okay, it is a kind of client-based web application because you need to install and configure first the different database connection and network setup so that to be able to connect through the database of a certain program. Okay, next. So what is the example of web-based application? So here's an example of an web-based application. No? First is a Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, video editing, file conversion, and many more. Pwede sa CRM, and any other pwede sa book ticket, kanang bitang mga book ticket, para Philippine Airlines Cebu Pacific, yung mga websites, kana. These are example of ang web-based application. Okay? Uh, Next is an importance of web-based application, or what are the advantages of an web-based application. Okay? First is an accessibility across device for users. Yes, unlike desktop software, web-based apps are accessible anywhere and anytime, as long as have access to a device with an internet connection. Okay? So as long as you have internet connection, you can access your web app anywhere and anytime. Next is customization for different devices. Many developers find it easy to customize web apps because it is easy to change the interface of web app as long as business operation can be done precisely with less effort. And also, there are kind of web apps are generally considered to be safe and secured since it is less likely to be hacked. Okay? Next, it's an increased flexibility and scalability. Web-based software doesn't have to be installed and configured. As I've said ganina that it doesn't need to be installed or configured. Makita ra gid mo siya sa sulod sa browser. Pwede ra ka makita nito sa mga data niya, or depende kung static ba siya or dynamic yung website. Okay? It's much easier to quickly increase the number of active users as opposed to desktop program. What's more, modern web servers perform extremely well even when faced with thousands of simultaneous requests. Okay? Which means that bisan pag daghan kayo mag-login, dili siya totally gid nga kabitang ma-doubt or kanang mag-lag og ayo kay since it is kuan magid siya no kanang web app application na magid siya, dili mo siya kanang mag-base sa imong desktop application, which means kanang di siya magbase sa imong peripheral sa imong computer. So mag-base siya dahil bali sa server sa website or sa imong internet connection kung hinay yun siya. Okay? X is protecting your data. Web-based applications are on dedicated server which are constantly moderated by professional web administrator. This means that any possible error or intrusion will be noticed and addressed quickly. As a result, a web-based system is a lot more secure than its desktop analog. Okay, so much better gidayo ang web-based application on the internet kaysa desktop application according to sa mga professional web administrator. Next one is on storing your data. If you gather all your data from desktop application, chances are that scattered around multiple databases. This may not seem like a huge problem, but it may slow down the performance of your software because it has to request data from more than one source at runtime. What's more, if your data sets are accessed and manipulated from various devices, the difference between their operating systems may lead to error and corrupted data. Okay? Web-based application na kuno solve all these problems by storing all your data in the cloud. Muna siyang gagamiton sa mga storage. On a powerful cloud is also a powerful server can manage your information and quickly distribute it to the user of your software when requested. Servers are also more reliable than individual hard drives, so the chances of your data being lost to hard disk failure are minimized with web app. Okay, so much better daw kuno if ang web app mo gamiton kaysa kanang mga device memory para ng hard disk drive kay da kuno if ever nga may mga lost mga file kay syempre ang hard disk drive is physical mo gid siya makita nimo mahawiran nimo, so nay dakong chance if ever nga mawala or maguba ang hard disk drive, so this should siya recover. Mas siya naman gid kuno ang data kung ibutang sa cloud since paano man siya no sulod naman siya sa internet, it can be easily ma-access sa siya and dili pud siya mawala. Okay, yes mo to siya ang the importance or the advantages of web application. First is accessibility across device for users, customization for different devices, increased flexibility and scalability, protecting your data, and storing your data. Now, since we're done with our importance or the advantages of web application, now we have to go for the disadvantage of using a web-based application. So first is performance. So syempre performance gid siya kay web app is directly linked to a web browser, and the app size tends to get increased man depende kung unsa ka dako o ka complex ang isa ka web application. So mas kung dako ang web application and hinay ang imong internet connection or hinay ang response sa isa ka request, then hinay gyud ang performance sa imong web application. Okay? Next is an availability. Availability kuha na siya kanang for example mag-start kag web application, dili mo gyud siya diretso makita sa isa ka user or kanang sa mga tao, sa mga client, kay syempre dili pa ilado ang imong web app nga gihimo. So mabutang siya nga dili siya availability sa tanan user kay wala pa sila nakabalo or nakaila sa imuhang web application. Okay? Next one is the web issues. Okay, kanina siyang web issues kay which means that if the website happens to undergo failure, then most likely the application will be failing too. Depende po na siya, depende magka web issue ang isa ka web application if ever the quality of the website is not really di siya nga naka-strong dili siya nga nakatsada pa kahimo. So to be able to achieve a quality website, you need to first is study and understand of how does the web system works, and unsa pod ang pinaka the best way para mas light ang imong uh, website, so that dili kayo siya issue or dili ka magka-issue throughout the process sa imong web application. Okay? Next is the internet dependence. Okay? Internet connection is compulsory na siya dapat when running a web application, no? So muna siya ang isa sa important gid sa web application. However, there are still many parts of the world man good that where internet is not accessible man good siya. So bisan pag unsa na kasikat or unsa na katsada ang imong web application nga gibuhat, useless gihapon ha kung dili ang user is dili siya ka-access or wala siya access sa internet. Okay? The last but not the least is the browser compatibility. Of course, some of the web application cannot run or not responsive enough for some browser, especially gid sa Internet Explorer gid, kay halos dia mga website is dia gid siya maguba or not responsive siya, depending on the CSS version or depende pod kung unsa klase nga browser ang imong gi-apply sa imuhang gihimo nga web application, no? Depende na siya kung sa versioning lagi na siya sa CSS o sa browser na siya. It may be higher or lower nga version sa CSS o browser. Okay? I guess that's all for the disadvantages for the web-based application. If there's any question, just comment below or ask question in the group chat. Okay? Thank you so much. Have a great day.